Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv, and there's a lot for us to dig into. Yesterday was a slow news day, but you know what did happen yesterday? Hit 50,000. But let's get to it. 50,000 is right there. We've hit it. We've come down a little bit. We've hit it. We've come down a little bit. We're bouncing against that ceiling, right? And it's not a hard ceiling. It's a soft ceiling. Right, because I think at the highest I saw was 50,253 or something like that. So it's actually a really good number. This is why I keep telling people you've got a dollar cost average, and you'll also see a reason why I keep saying stop focusing on Bitcoin only. That's going to be a mistake. If you only purchase Bitcoin, that's going to be a mistake. I really do think so, and I'll show you why in a little bit when we get to the numbers. CoinShares. Now, CoinShares, obviously, got their approval, and they've got their ETF. They've grown by $1 billion. And you figure, the reason why that's significant is because you have major players in that space. Okay. You've got BlackRock, you've got Fidelity, you have ARK Invest. You have a lot of big players in that space. And CoinShares is not that big, right? They're not that big, but they're growing. They're growing, and they're not just saying people are interested in their, Bitcoin spot ETF, but people are interested in other digital asset ideas that they have. And I think that's going on in general. You choose a money manager based on how you feel about that money manager. That's why there are so many on the market. And there are big ones and there are little ones. CoinShares is not that little. It's just smaller than a couple of the other guys. So I actually like seeing that. And then you see where Grayscale is diminishing a little bit, BlackRock is growing. And I'm sitting back and I'm just kind of saying, Grayscale still has a ton of Bitcoin left, right? A ton. But they're tied to DCG, which gives them baggage. And BlackRock is a money manager. Grayscale, money manager, but not on the scale of a BlackRock or Fidelity. And they're growing by leaps and bounds. Pretty soon, you're going to see that market shrink in a major fashion. You'll see that space start to shrink, right? And I think there's already been a little bit of consolidation there. I think somebody did sell theirs and get bought out or something like that. I have to go back because I did cover that, but I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. And Franklin Templeton's not playing games. For a period of time on their X account yesterday, they actually had Ben Franklin with laser eyes. And I was just like, that's hilarious. I mean, it's down now, but that was hilarious. They actually filed for their Ethereum spot ETF. But they're thinking, you know what? We don't even think May is going to happen. I would still be asking, why can't it happen in May? Why couldn't it happen in March? SEC is just dragging their feet. That's literally what it boils down to. Because like I said before, there's a template already in place. If they already approved a Bitcoin spot ETF, doing an Ethereum spot ETF, it should be just as easy. It should be easier because you're not starting from scratch. You have templates by which you can go by. So it should be that simple. Something that's really making me think. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy saying that they're going to become a Bitcoin development company. And, I've been thinking about that for the past little while since he started, floating that. And what he's also saying is, MicroStrategy is a good way to get in versus the Bitcoin spot ETFs. But they're not growing as fast as everybody else. So they would have to grow to create the buying power to be able to grow like everybody else. I mean, you have money managers like BlackRock saying, yeah, we had a number that we were going to invest up to. We might be adjusting that number upwardly. So Michael Saylor would have to get in there on that. But you also have to remember, I believe BlackRock is also an investor in MicroStrategy. So, you gotta kind of take that with a grain of salt. Something that did catch my eye, and it will. Why? Because I'm a Shiba Inu fan. They're teasing something's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Maybe it's related to Shiboshis. I don't know. But when you have a company like this, a team like this is saying, hey, we got something coming. It's not a meme. It's not a meme. I'm going to stay on that bandwagon that Shiba Inu is not a meme coin. Straight up. Not a meme coin. They've got too many things going on. They have a serious infrastructure. Not a meme coin. Not a meme coin. That's why I'm paying attention to it, right? For a little bit, I was in the red. Obviously, it has since come back and everything's up. Remember, when one ship rises, all ships rise. And if you're not rising right now, if you've got a project, if there are projects out there right now, and I know there are a couple of projects out there right now that people were telling me about, oh, you got to get in on this project. No, because if you're red while Bitcoin is hitting 50, I seriously question what you got going on. I'm just putting it out there on dead serious stuff. Deutsche Börse's subsidiary, Crypto Finance, has gotten VASP approval in both Germany and Switzerland. That's big. I don't think people realize how big that actually is. When you want to start doing business in Europe, one of the places that you start at is Switzerland. So that's kind of a big deal. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, huh. So Germany's seriously getting in the game. Seriously getting in the game. And then I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, well, why is it? Because they can see the revenue growth. They can see the crazy revenue growth there. Again, I get back into the topic of, I don't look at just investments. When I look at crypto and I look at, institutional finance and I just look at regular investing just across the board, I start to think about what a bank is. And I keep telling people, I don't know the definition of a bank anymore. Because I'd rather keep my money, like my water heater went out. I had to yank out some money. And I was like, oh, I have to go through more machinations to get money, get cash in a regular way, right? Versus I could just, flop out some coin. And I was like, oh, that'd be crazy. That would be insane. I'm not touching my coin right now. And I have wallets that I use to trade and, just keep liquid, all that kind of, nope. Glad I didn't because we hit over 50. So yeah, I'm leaving that alone and I got the money elsewhere. I have more money going into crypto than I have going into banks. Like it hits the banks and I just split it up between my various investments. And crypto, I have to say, when I look at all my investments, I actually did increase the percentage amount that I put into crypto. And these are reasons why. Looking at Latin America economies have not been doing well. Not at all. Which is why they were so fast to adopt crypto, Bitcoin and stablecoins. They still prefer, right, stablecoins over Bitcoin, but still major adoption just because their economies suck. So less trust in the economy, more trust in something else that's not driven by their government. There you go. And what I meant was Argentina is doing more with digital dollars than they are with Bitcoin. Still, that's big. That's bigger than what people think. And I think there's more growth when you look outside the United States, which is why I do international news. I look outside the United States to see what else is going on. Because if you don't, you're operating in a silo and it becomes an echo chamber and then you don't hear anything else. I want to hear and see everything else. No doubt. That's how I learn. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should go over the numbers. That's what we should do. Give me one moment. Let's get over there. Drop these notes. All right. So right now, as you can see, boom, you hit all the zeros. Those are going to be, I shouldn't have done that. Good. Those are going to be all your stable coins, hitting at zeros, most of them stable coins. And you have a couple of coins that are moving sideways, like Chainlink is moving sideways, but Chainlink is going up, obviously. Ranked number 11. I think they'll break into the top 10. Let's see on the other side. Wow. No such thing as losing. Remember, I pull from the top 250 and I just select the top 25 movers. Whether it's up or down, I'd select the top 25 movers. So when I look at these numbers, this is based on the top 250. Now, looking at, let's see, who's here that I should be paying. Lido is up 10%. Told you guys about that. Arweave up 11%. Not something I own, but something I do pay attention to. One of my associates is actually involved with Arweave. Decentralized social, not something I touch, but up 11%. There are enough people. There's enough of a community around it that I pay attention to it. It's not something that I would actually buy into at this time, but it is something I do pay attention to. Blur, I heard of a while ago. I don't mess with it, but not because I don't like it, just because I just don't. But it's up 12%. Psy is up 13%. Those are really good numbers. Pocket Network, 13%, pretty cool. Beam is up. Everybody's talking about Beam this, Beam that, Beam me up, Scotty. But 16%, that's a nice move. Heroes of Mavia. Out of nowhere, I saw an article about this a while ago, and they had done press releases like everywhere. And I read about it, and I was like, wow, it's because they came out with their own coin, Mavia, for that space, and it's up 25%. That is pretty cool. At $250 million as a market cap, I'm kind of like, maybe I should pay attention to that a little bit. Dog With Hat, already ranked at 161, up 38%. But again, big swings, big risks. So just pay attention if that's what you're into. That's cool. Just remember, big swings, big risks. Today at 8:30, we should be getting the core CPI numbers. That's huge. That points to economic data. Fear and Greed Index went from 70 yesterday all the way up to 79 today. Wait until we see total value locked. $89 billion, doggone near 90. We haven't seen these numbers in ages. Just look at this. We haven't seen these numbers. I wish they made this crosshairs instead of just a one line, but we haven't seen those kind of numbers, boom, in a long time. We're talking 2022. That's how long it's been. So I'm paying attention to that because I actually like seeing TVL go up. That's faith in the market. And again, look what I said. Here we are at 49,885 right now for Bitcoin, average price, right? And it just shot up. It hit 48,000 and just said, up, let's go. Again, I think we're going to see some profit taking, right? I really do think we're going to see some profit taking at this point. And that's what we're dealing with right now when you look at 49,902. All right. Looking at the big picture, look at who's up. Look who's in the dark green. Green is over here, but look at who's in dark green. Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Matic. Matic's got a lot going on. I'm actually probably going to wind up getting in on Matic now because I think it's going to hit $1 soon. I think there's going to be a dip because a lot of people are going to want to take some profit, shave some profit off, and I think that's going to hit $1. So, what? A little bit more than 20%. I'll take that win. Atom is up. Stacks is up. I like Stacks. Lido is up. Arbitrum is up. Just you have all H-bar is up. Just saying. I was in the red on H-bar for a long time, and it's finally starting to see the light of day. So I'm happy about that. And again, just take a look at everything that's going on. Year to date, Bitcoin up over 18%. Ethereum trailing just a tad at 17.31. Solana's up 11.92. But over the past 90 days, outperformed. Right? It has outperformed. So I'm expecting more from Solana, actually. I'm expecting more movement from Solana, upward movement. XRP, big disappointment. Still only at 52. You serious? When are you going to hit 60? I don't think they care about the retail. I know they don't care about the retail investor. That's just straight up. But sooner or later, everything that they're doing is going to see that price go up. Just more use, everything else, you'll start to see that price go up. This is why I'm staying in it. Again, I'm not growing that bag. I'm just maintaining that bag. That's it. But I do start to pay attention to who's really up. Look at Chainlink. Year to date, up 34%, almost 35%. That's huge, people. That's huge. All right. So anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Don't forget, I have all the articles online right now at growmybag.tv. And that's it for the day. If you like what I'm doing, drop me a note. Love hearing from you guys. Love hearing suggestions. Love it when you guys share ideas. Here's the problem though. If you go over to YouTube and you share the idea, you can only see it if you look at that specific video. But if you go to growmybag.tv, it's a whole social media ecosystem. The whole thing, everything. You have the articles, you've got the videos, you've got the feed that you can chat with, you have DM capabilities, you have a whole bunch of stuff that's going on over there. And we're growing, and we appreciate it because we're growing because of you. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.